I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The sheriff, please call roll. Here. Here. All right, with item number 2, public comment. All questions or comments must be directed to the mayor. Each speaker will be given 3 minutes. Comment on topics on agenda items only. Each speaker will be allowed 1 opportunity to speak. Would you please state your name and address for the record? Is that all your questions? Yeah. Okay, that's from the fire fund. We asked about the $6,000 paid to Bud Ambulance. We're 3 months behind with Bud Ambulance. So we're paying the normal month's payment. We're trying to pay a little bit extra so that we can get that amount down to where we need to be. So that's why Bud's, if I want Bud's, that's why we pay extra, because we're so far behind. So that's the reason for the $6,000. Schrader, $12,000 a month, I think it's 4,000 change, is it? That's for, if you remember, we did buy all the air strippers, but there is equipment that we're still renting. We have the generators. I wish Kevin was here, he could tell you everything. I think we have a frag tank. There's other things out there that still belong to them that we rent from them, which is at $12,000 a month. So I think it's 12,000 some change, if I remember right. The senior committee, I'm not going to respond for the senior committee, but what I will do is I will meet with the senior committee with your concerns, and I know they're writing notes also, so I don't think it's best to try to get answers tonight. I do have, you want to know the questions about grandfathers, and you want to know about committees and things like that, so I will sit down with the senior committee. We'll try to do something. It's Thanksgiving this week, but I will try to do something next week when we get back from Thanksgiving to try to get some answers. So, thank you. All right. Any other questions or comments? All right. Move to item number 3, reports of officers. Start with the mayor's report. Like I say, we had some great events. If you missed it last Saturday, we had a foreclosure workshop, we had an appeals, tax appeal workshop, and we had a affordable care presentation and enrollment. So we had a full day here at the Village Hall. We had the representatives from State Representative Marcus Evans' office who was out. We have some information out there from the representative's office and also from Representative L.G. Sims' office. We had Senator Trotter came out, and we had some good conversations with him. We sat through the foreclosure workshop, and he asked some good questions. So we had I wish we would have had a better turnout, but at least it was here for the residents, and it's something that I think for the first time, I think we did pretty good. I think it's can only improve what we do. We also had Judge Alfred Swanson. He came in and talked about from the judicial side about foreclosures and informed the residents what happens when it gets to his portion and it has to go before a judge. So he had a great time there. I'd like to thank some other people. I've already mentioned Senator Trotter for coming out, Marcus Evans, representatives, the judge for coming out. Some of the ones that gave the presentations was South Suburban Housing Center, Commissioner Lori Rogers' office. They came out. Aunt Martha's Service Center, legal representation for renters and homeowners. So we had everything from your elected officials to lawyers. So it was interesting. But again, it's something I think we should do in the future. So I'd like to thank for coming out. Also, you'll see back in the racks back there, a yellow piece of paper talking about, this comes from Cook County's Recorder of Deeds office. They got this new thing out there to talk about property fraud alert system. It shields you in case somebody ever happens to look at your property or tries to do something they're not supposed to. It protects your most valuable investment, which is your property. So this is for homeowners. Get on the rack out there. You might want to get one of these, and it's free. It's easy to enroll. So it's just, it comes from Karen Yarbaugh's office from the Cook County Recorder of Deeds. So I'll give you some information there. With that said, I'd like to move to the village clerk, Ms. Doug Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This weekend we did have a great set of workshops, and we had a lot of great people here to help homeowners help out with several different situations. We had people come as far away from as Elgin to come here and assist us. I wish the turnout could have been better. This did take a lot of time and effort to plan. But I do know that part of the problem in Sauk Village is the lack of ways to communicate to the residents. So we need to work on that. We need to, again, just as the board had asked for suggestions on our financial situation, I'm always open to suggestions on how we can communicate with the residents better. I know that more residents could have used this assistance had they known that these workshops were here. But I do want to thank Public Works for getting our tables and chairs set out there, and my fabulous volunteers that are always there, Rose and Bob Ketchum and Heidi Parker, and Trustee John Koskin for leaving his sick bed to try to come and help us, which we politely told him he could go home because none of us wanted to get sick.
Right.
But I do appreciate the fact that he did come out of his sick bed to see if he could do anything. And again, getting back to the communication, I do know this is a problem. The whole board recognizes it's a problem. The residents know it's a problem. I'm open to all suggestions. The e-blast will be coming out shortly. It's in the last stages of being set up. So we are going to have alerts going out to the residents in the form of emails. I did attend the Bloom Township open house earlier last week and suggested that Bloom Township do the same thing. When I went to the Bloom Township open house, what I didn't realize all the things that Bloom Township has to offer for our residents. I know Rose is very good about bringing the senior committee events to us, but there's so many other ways as far as general assistance and youth assistance and programs that they can bring to the village that we need to encourage more participation with Bloom Township. We are going to link the Bloom Township website to our website. We're going to continue to send, when they do their e-blast, you're going to get those as well as the village e-blast. So hopefully that's one way we can try to communicate better. And if you can think of anything else, again, I'm more than receptive to do that. And I believe that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move to the village attorney, Mr. Attorney Michael Graff.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a few things to report. Initial report that the FOIA requests are continuing to pour in. On average, I would say there's anywhere from 5 to 10 every week. And then that doesn't even count the appeals of the responses of the other FOIA. So I'd like to thank Sheriff Jasinski and the village clerk and staff members for assisting and responding to that. But it is a ton of work for all the requests that keep coming in. A brief update on litigation. The board was advising the public should know that the Martin lawsuit is now fully or finally resolved. That case is over. Same with the Cosby litigation, that's over. And as far as that litigation, the village received the reimbursement from the insurance carrier just this afternoon. It was wired over, and I think that's helpful at this time for payroll and for finances. Lastly, we dropped off the paperwork today for the closing with YRC or roadway, which was necessary for the EPA loan. It was necessary to get some access easements to bring in the equipment that's going to be purchased, along with obtaining additional land from YRC. It's just about an acre, Jim, right? 2/10, less than an acre. Worked out a deal to purchase from YRC. It's been in the works for a couple of months, and it's dragged out primarily because of YRC and their corporate officers and just getting all the paperwork done. So that was closed on today, which is great news. Now Jim can let the EPA know, move ahead with the loan, and then we'll really see things moving on that. Okay? Other than that, that concludes my report. Have a good Thanksgiving.
With the village engineer, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Mayor, no report.
I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Delineators,
Yes.
can you give us an update, and when you give us the update, I don't know if you know off the top of your head, so if you could give the board approximately how much that's going to cost, and who is performing the work?
It's Fence Masters out of Chicago Heights doing the work, and I believe the cost to the village, reimbursed from the CN fund, is around $38,000.
Okay. And do you know when that work's going to be completed?
I don't know exactly, but we contacted CN and told them that the IDOT permit is imminent and that they should start mobilizing their forces to get that done. So I would expect it to be done in December.
All right, thank you very much. All right, move to reports for trustees and board committees. Move to Parks and Recs Committee. Start with Trustee Boskin.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The basketball program is moving forward. We're having a draft this Friday to get the teams ready to start the season. Practices will be beginning next week. We're planning the Santa parade through town on December 14th. We're looking for people to help decorate the trailer. We'll be doing that week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Also the community center for Santa's arrival. So if anybody has any trees or anything they'd like to donate towards that, we're more than welcome, and any help putting them up, we'd be welcome as well. And that is my report.
Thank you, Trustee. Move to Beautification Committee. Trustee Morton.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to make a note, the special meeting for November 24th was canceled due to lack of attendance, and the regular meeting that we'll be having is December 8th at 2 p.m. at the village boardroom. That's it.
Thank you very much. Move to Ordinance Review Committee. Trustee Myers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of items. We're still in review with the attorneys on a couple of our ordinances that we want to look at. The Housing Authority asked us to look at the fair housing one, and we're looking at that. We do have an ordinance on board, but there's about 4 or 5 years ago, I asked the president, village manager at that time, and to look into the counties about adopting their ordinance where we won't have to keep doing this. And I do not know if she went forward. Evidently she did, because we found there was no language or no anything changed on the other one. So Gary, we're looking at that with the county and with our attorneys. The other one is the surcharges. We're trying to figure out the prices on the cell phone stuff, where we can be accurate when we go with the communities around us. And the last one is social media ordinance. That should be, according to what I've heard from Matt today, it should be ready to roll down from our committee to review. Our committee will still meet on Thursday. However, it will be the second or the fourth Thursday of the month. There's some change I had to do on my schedule since my wife's surgery. Mr. Mayor, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. With the Intergovernmental Relations Committee, Trustee Burgess.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We're still working with Congressman Kelly's office, along with some other municipalities. We're trying to bring out a trade awareness seminar out to the south suburbs. We're hoping that this can be done before Christmas, but it's going to be a large project, but we need to have this. And she assured me in her office and a couple of other officials that we're going to have this. This is going to happen. We're going to try to get the people out to make them aware of what the requirements are to get into the trades, how to get into the apprenticeship programs, and things like that. That's something that we need to bring out to the suburban area, and it's been talked about. Also, I want to make an announcement, not an announcement, I just want to make an awareness. Our website, svintergov.com, that's SVINTERGOV.com. We have a direct link to Bloom Township, to District 168, and to District 206, and the Village Hall. So if you go on that website, you'll see a direct link to all these different intergovernmental bodies, and you can scroll down and go right into it and see what you need to see. And what was stated earlier by the clerk, there is a lot that Bloom has to offer. There's a lot that CETA has to offer. There's a lot of programs out there. So yes, that's why one of the reasons why we got the website, so we can keep people aware, and it's updated every week. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
With the Neighborhood Watch Committee, Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to report tonight that I am very excited about the Neighborhood Watch Committee and the tag day that we had last Friday. I want to thank all of those that came out to help to make us have a very great success with the community. We raised $684. It was very, very awesome. In the rain and the cold, we were out there. I want to give a special thank you to Trustee Myers, who is my right arm. I could not do the things that I do without him. He is just phenomenal. And I want to thank Trustee Poskins for coming out both times. We were out there from 9 to like noon. And then we were out there again from 2 to like 6 or 5.
Probably that's where you call us cold there.
No. But we have his wife beating me up. And so, I mean, we only did one intersection because it was like just so much going on, but we was able to raise altogether $684, and that was phenomenal. I want to thank my husband, Terry House. I want to thank Larry Stewart. I want to thank Arlene Stevens. I want to thank the fantastic Tom Hasley. He was out there singing Neighborhood Watch, making up songs, and the residents were blowing at us, and Maria Riddle. And I want to thank the mayor and the board, and I want to thank the village clerk, Williams. She came back and dropped a lot of loot in my can. I was like, all right. So everybody working together, ESDA and Public Works. I just want to thank everybody for all the well wishes. For those that couldn't make it, they told me they wanted to come, but they were preoccupied doing something else. So we are moving forward at this point. We actually have the artwork done, and we are ordering the signs. The mayor approved everything on tonight, so we're going to give you the date. We're going to have the signs here at the village, and we're going to have a list to let you know exactly where the signs are going to go. We have the 6 that's going to be at the entrances coming into the village, and then 28 all throughout the village. So we are very excited, and I want to thank the committee and the mayor and the board and all of those that helped to make that possible. And that concludes my report.
Mr. Mayor, there's one thing more. Ms. Washington and myself would like to ask the mayor if we could look into, we're going to earn the money for the neighborhood watch sign. Make a resolution making this a neighborhood watch community. So we can look into that, sir. We'd like to the attorney to do that for us.
Definitely. All right. Move to Public Relations, Community Outreach Partnership Committee, Trustee Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of things for the Public Relations Committee. We are continuing to work on the Design a Village sticker contest, and and that will be wrapping up shortly within the next month. And also, we're continuing working on Student Government Day. Our next meeting will be December 4th at 7 o'clock right here. If anybody has any questions or they'd like to participate, please see me. Again, we are looking for donations for Student Government Day, and I know that it's early, but if anybody would like to be a judge for the Student Government Day process, please let me know. The judging usually takes place in February, but so we just want to make sure to put that out there. And that's all I have for that committee. And as far as the Community Outreach Partnerships Committee, our meeting was scheduled for tonight. It was again canceled to a special meeting. So we're going to really shoot for the 10th of December because we canceled the last 3 meetings. So we're going to really shoot for the 10th of December to have a meeting. And just lastly, from both of my committees and my family to yours, have a happy Thanksgiving. And I hope it's great. Please be safe.
All right, thank you. Move to item number 5, reports to departments, committees, and commissions. Just so the residents know, we have some department heads that are not here tonight. We had a major fire out on Burnham Avenue. So if the board knows about it. So we see we have a fill-in from the police department, which we appreciate. But we have our fire department as a lot of our employees are out there fighting that fire. So,
Mr. Mayor,
yes,
the fire is out. There has not been any accidents or injuries as of yet. There's 5 other neighborhood departments assisting us on it. But there will be, I understand from Chief offering that there will be investigation following. The fire is out.
good. Thank you very much for the update. So with that, we'll move to item number B, police department, which is Sergeant Evans.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This report is for the period between November 12th and 26th. During that time, there were 652 calls for service. There were 11 911 calls, 48 burglar alarms, 36 ambulance assists, 59 building checks, 48 domestics, 33 youth problems, 5 shots fired, 26 suspicious persons, 32 suspicious autos, 19 traffic stops, and 79 other miscellaneous calls for service. There were 38 burglars reported during the month of November 2012. Only 7 reported the same time frame this year in 2013. 56 arrests, including reckless conduct, home invasion, 2 sex offenses, 11 suspended both drivers, and 4 DUIs. Also conducted safety roadblocks this past weekend for DUI, seatbelt enforcement. In regards to the roadblock, the chief would like to thank Sergeant Salisbury for working to lead this effort. That concludes the report.
Thank you very much. Good report. Move to item number D, administrative services, which is Inslee.
Good. You're a lot better.
I'm practicing.
I have a few things to tell you, folks. The village hall will be closed Thursday and Friday for the holiday, Thanksgiving holiday, and happy holidays to everybody. And DCFS came in and closed one of their roofs down yesterday until further notice. They have several building violations over there, and Sue and Fred went over there today to take a look at exactly what's going on, and the property owner was there, which it was like talking to a wall. He thinks everything's okay, but it's not. That is going to remain closed until DCFS comes back out to make sure all the code violations over there have been fixed. And then Tom's Tap has a new owner or leaser. His name is Mr. Wilson. He's a fireman from Country Club Hills. He just came in today to get his fingerprinting and background check ran through the state of Illinois for his liquor license. Once that takes place, we'll be issuing him a liquor license. And just a reminder, the zoning board will be holding the December 2nd meeting at 7 here in the boardroom for the marijuana facilities for the text amendment. And for the month of November, Sue wrote 150 tickets thus far. There's a few more days left. And then there will be 138 court tickets on December's court date for night court. And that concludes my report.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Sure, what's the court date?
December 5th. That's it.
Just so the board also realizes is Wise Guys is coming up with their, at the end of their probation. So they'll be issued their liquor license again. They were moved back to a 2 o'clock liquor license for the 6-month probation, I think it was, underneath the hearing. That's coming to an end. So when we get back from the holidays, they'll go back to their normal hours. They've made it through their probation, and there has been no problems. So just so the board realizes, if someone's driving through it 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning in December and you see that they're open again, it's because their probation's over.
Yeah, I believe that's on December 3rd.
I think you're right. So, all right. Move to Finance Director, Mr. Rutherford.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I got a couple of things. The financials for October 2013 will be released in a couple of days, maybe Monday or Tuesday. And the next thing is, we got the Enbridge reimbursement check in the amount of $37,000 last week. That did out for our payroll, basically. That's about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Move to Human Relations Commission. Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to announce that the Human Relations Commission have a full commission at this time, and we are excited about our diversity dinner that's going to be coming up. We do have forms in the back for those that are interested in attending the diversity dinner. It's going to be very exciting on Friday, January the 24th, 2014. If you have any questions, our Vice President, Mr. Frank Williams, is here, Commissioner Frank Williams. You can see him, or you can fill out a form in the back and turn it into him, or you can turn it into the front any day during the week, and they will put it in our mailbox. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Housing Commission, Commissioner Holcomb.
The next Housing Commission meeting is December 12th here in the Village Hall at 7 p.m. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner. Housing Committee, Ms. Isom. It's only you, Mike. She is a senior.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just Boone Township, a reminder that Tuesday, December 10th is the deadline to purchase tickets for their senior community luncheon, which is on Tuesday, December 17th. The theme is Happy Holidays. It's a holiday sweater. It's at Glenwood Golf Club. They continue their chair exercises every Friday at 10 to 11. And the deadline, just a reminder, is approaching for Medicare open enrollment for Part D, December 7th, and Bloom will provide assistance. We also have suburban legal assistance every 4th Tuesday by appointment, and they also have blood pressure screening every 3rd Wednesday, and that's also by appointment. And they still continue with their SHIP counseling, that's the senior insurance program. That's a state program. And their low-cost transportation within the township by calling Senior Wheels. They still have applications available for the holiday food basket, and that's available through tomorrow, November 7th, 27th. And if you need to call Boone Township, township number 708-754-9400. Senior Department is extension 244 for any additional information or services. The events of the Senior Committee sponsoring our free Zumba Go class will not meet in the month of December. The free monthly blood pressure screening for all village resident and village employee. The Senior Center office is Monday, December 2nd from 1 to 1:45. Every first Monday. Our paper book exchange continue on an honor system. The blood pressure screening and monthly movie, next one is Heidi, is on Monday, December 9th, co-sponsored with the library. And that's at 12:30. We do have flyers out listing the activities. We do have Senior Center survey for those who are interested in activities or your input. The Senior Center will be closed for a private party on Saturday, December 7th. And the Saturday line dance class for the the line dance class for the Fun Club will not be given in December. On Saturday, December 14th at 1 p.m., the Sunshiners will hold their annual catered Christmas party. Leisure Timers Christmas party is on Sunday, December 1st at 12 noon at Papanos in Lansing. They will only meet once in December. That's on December 13th. On Fridays, December 13th and 14th, the Senior Center drop-in will be open for various activities, thanks to our committee member, Larry Stewart. The hours will be between noon and 3 p.m. Sauk Village Bluegrass continues every Sunday from 6 to 10 p.m. Their Christmas celebration is on December 22nd. I do want to mention that it takes time to update the policy. I didn't have that put down here. And unfortunately, I did attend 2 Friday things. Instead of an activity, I got hooked into 2 very extensive meetings for about 2 hours. And I apologize. I did not think I was rude or harassing anyone. And I really object to any racial comments made because my board is very diverse. In fact, I happen to be a very minority, and I realize how discrimination applies. And there is actually no discrimination on our board. We do follow rules. What we're trying to do on the policy is update bits and pieces that we have for years, and it does take time. And I want to thank you. This ends my report.
All right, thank you very much.
Ms. Mayor, I have a question.
Yes.
Rose, I have a question for you. Is there room for another senior committee in the...
What do you mean senior committee? We only have one
I'm
committee.
sorry, a senior group. Is there room for another senior group? I know you had 3, Sunshiners, Leaves, Timers, and I forgot the 3rd one. Is there room for a 4th one? Can a 4th one?
If a bona fide group comes in with their information, we have no problem if they submit whatever information is submitted. Unfortunately, I was told, I guess on another second FOIA that it hasn't been answered yet. It came in November, I picked it up November 15th. That's the day I picked it up. And they're saying that they were refused. No refusal was given to any group. The only thing is the request that came in did not state what it was. It was just changing a name from one group to another. It doesn't have any idea as to what the program is. And it also was asking for a time that the senior committee already have activities on that Friday. All they need to do is, I haven't responded to that. That just came up in the last meeting. I have been working on many things. I have a small committee, a subcommittee working on the policy. It is not my policy. We're not setting new policy. It's just incorporating all the little things that we've had. We've been accused of discrimination. That is not true.
My question, I didn't go there. My question...
I did say if there was a bona fide group, they could submit, but they cannot supersede any group that's already meeting there.
My question was, is there room for another group? That's
they
all.
can pick whatever day. I have no idea.
I'm not asking. You going further? I'm just asking.
There's no storeroom and no closet and such. If that's what you mean.
No. My question is, you have 3 senior committees. Senior groups now. I'm asking, is there room for a 4th one? That's all I ask.
If they come up with a bona fide group before the committee as to what it is, it could be a bona fide, like an art group. We would have no problem with it. But they have to remember that we started rental for any of the groups, and that came in a few years ago.
You started what now?
Rental. If a group starts in, it would be a rental would take place.
If a group wanted to, wait a minute.
That's correct. Any other group coming in would have to pay rent.
I'm just asking a question. If a group comes in that fulfills whatever requirements you're talking about, they're residents here at the village, you're saying that now, if anyone comes in now, they would have to pay a rental fee?
That's right.
Even if they're taxpayers?
That's right.
Okay, just ask. I'm not asking to cause any confusion. I just wanted to know, first of all, was there room for a 4th group? Because I didn't know if there was room for a 4th group. Now you're telling me the 4th group, if there is a 4th group and they qualify, they will still have to pay a rental.
That's correct.
Okay, that's all I asked. That's it.
All right, we'll Item number 6, ordinances and resolutions. Item number A, motion to approve an ordinance authorizing the village of Sauk Village to establish a line of credit. Is there a motion to approve? A motion and a second. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Trustee?
Under section 3, now this question is probably for the lawyer. We have a resolution here that has a blank in it. Is that supposed to be there? I mean, I know it states the line of credit, the interest rate, and it has a blank percentage. Can we either remove that, or does that have, I mean, because I'm not for passing something that has blanks in it.
That's how it's drafted, because we don't know what the interest rate is going to be proposed by the lender, or whoever the lender's going to be. If you feel more comfortable, I understand what you're saying, about a blank line, that you don't want 75% interest in there.
That's what I'm just wondering. That's why I asked the question at the beginning. I was hoping that we would have at least, that's what I was hoping that we could have done. That's why I asked that question earlier. Can we put, but the mayor said we can't do that right now because we have to do this first. But I would like to see a ceiling no higher than 6%. I mean, that would be my recommendation, but.
Maybe the finance director, calling around, you might get an idea of what interest rates are, and just go a percentage above that, just to be safe. And it doesn't mean you have to go with it, but just add a new ordinance.
Right now, I don't know the market rate from the bank, operating bank. If the stipulated is 6 and 7%, there is no straightforward answer right now. Once I get all the commitment letter, everything, it directly will not go above and beyond.
I recommend putting in 7% in section 3.
So you're saying that we could insert, okay. Can I get a copy of that after this vote is taken? Because I want to see if that's going to be, because right now I know our finances. We still have 2 more years left of audit has to be done. And right now we're not going to get the best of rates. But I don't want to also come in to borrow that kind of money at 10% of double digits. But I'm just one person, so you might not, I just saw a blank line, and I just have a problem with voting on something that's a blank.
As well taken. I would suggest putting 7% if one finds out the lender that's willing to give any type of line of credit, and 7% is higher, you have to bring it back to the board. So we can have that added. We'll distribute it tomorrow. Trustee Williams made the motion, with second by Myers. We have those 2 trustees amend their motion to the second, if they're willing to add that language.
I will amend my motion to add the language stated by Justice Burgess, and the attorney state 7%.
Fixed at 7%.
I'll amend my second.
All right, we got a motion and a second. Is there any questions or comments? All right, if none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
No.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Glassman.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. We have number 7, consent agenda. Is there any items that trustees have a problem with or like to have removed? Hearing none. Any motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
That motion is second. Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Glassman.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 8, new business. Motion to approve accounts payable and disbursements for November 13, 2013 through November 26, 2013. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
That motion is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments?
Question.
Trustee Burgess.
I don't have a question. First of all, what is the first one, Chicago title? What is that?
Chicago title is for the easement rights. We are getting from fire to water.
Okay.
Number 3 compensation.
Yeah.
It's not for the easement, it's actually for the purchase of the property.
Okay. I thought that was for the purchase. Okay. Also, World's Finest Chocolate.
The cost of reimbursement
Okay, but it should have been in here. If we voted it out, it should be in the body also. It should be inside the accounts payable as a line item.
No, you need not.
Why?
It is an answer that's why.
But is it coming out of his budget? Is it coming out of the Parks and Rec's budget?
No, it's not fundraising department, but it is separate money what they raise.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It's fundraiser money.
No, it was money that was raised, that we put in for registration, that was used by the county for this project. So no money from the village.
No, right, but I'm saying, yeah, you reported that you made X amount of money.
Yeah, we've taken in for registrations, I can't quote you the exact amount, but more than that.
Okay.
And then we needed a check to pay for the candy for the fundraiser.
The reason why I was saying that should have been said, it didn't have to do it like this. I thought it would have been said that we took, that they raised, say they raised 5,000. Out of that 5,000, they paid out 1,500. That's all that needed to be said. I just, because the reason why I'm asking that, it looks kind of, auspicious that you have world's finest chocolate and you're paying it out, it's already been paid. But if it's explained a little bit better, then that's just a question, just an observation, that's all.
It's just that I asked you to cut the check.
No, it's no problem, no. The funds and everything is not, I'm talking about as far as the paperwork is concerned. To have it like this, looks like we just paid them that money with no explanation whatsoever. That's all I'm saying. And it should have been, that would have been fine, because it is a fundraiser. It could have been said that, okay, it's a fundraiser or something. We raised $6,000, out of that we paid $1,200 or whatever for the candy, that's all. That's just accountable. And the last one, I guess that must be something else for, that person must be a reimbursement for Ms. Washington. Okay.
Any other questions or comments? All right, hearing none. Village clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Oscar.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, we got number 9, miscellaneous comments from the Mayor and Board of Trustees. Trustee Williams. Trustee Myers.
Just want to wish everybody have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. We have a lot of thankful for out there. I want to thank everybody for all your cards and letters and stuff to my wife. Once again, have a good and safe Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Trustee Martin.
Nothing, sir.
Trustee Bassi.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple things. The next Parks and Recs meeting will be Thursday, December 5th, at the Community Center at 6 p.m. Also looking for people to form a baseball committee to get the Little Leagues going for next year. So we're looking to start that up in January. So anybody interested in helping with the baseball committee, please step forward. And also, as was stated a few seconds ago, our candy sale is starting. We will be selling candy to raise money for the basketball, to pay for the uniforms and that. So please buy the candy. And that's all I have. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you. Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to remind everybody that we do meet the first Thursday of every month, the Neighborhood Watch Committee at the fire station at 7 o'clock. Our next meeting will be on Thursday, December the 5th. We do have flyers in the back. I would like to encourage the community to get involved with the Neighborhood Watch program and get your block involved. And also I want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of the families and everyone in Sauk Village. And I'm just very thankful to be a new bride and a new wife tonight. And that concludes my report.
Trustee Burgess.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I have a correction. The Intergov Relations Committee is intergov.org. I said .com, so it is .org. If you have any questions after the meeting tonight, I'll be able to answer those questions. Also, we have our meeting here at the Village Hall, December 5th, 7 o'clock. All invited. Please come out. And I'd like to wish each and every family a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Try not to eat as much, too much turkey, but still enjoy yourself. Thank you so much. And be safe out there. It's supposed to be snowing this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. Just like to end, too bad Kevin's not here tonight, but I'd like to thank the Public Works Department. They've been very busy lately with water main breaks and taking care of the leaf pickup. So they've been out there working very, very hard and diligently to try to get a lot of this work done before the cold weather and the snow hits. So, and they're also working on some tree removal also. So they've done a great job. I'd like to thank the employees there. I'd like to remind residents, don't drink and drive this holiday season. We know that our police officers are out there in force. And I'd like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. And that said, I ask for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any adjourned?
Ms. Warren, would you please come to the front, Ms. Debbie?